Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are going to go back to a more aggressive version of Merfolk. I never really tried to test how well Simic would do with my classic build in the modern metagame, so let's go back. No Glasspool Mimic. I want to be very lean, mean bean machine here with the Smuggler's Copter. If I need more value, if I need to grind for more cards, Smuggler's Copter is going to do it. I don't need the Glasspool Mimic, and I want to curve out 1-drop into 2-drop and into another 2-drop until my opponents are dead. But we're going to play with a little bit of spice. The Twitch chat, they twisted my arm. They really want me to play with Thieving Skydiver, and you know what? There might be enough decks in the metagame where this card might be a huge blowout, so we are going to test that today. But before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors. Who's our sponsors?
Manabase.com.
TheManaBase.com. Content on Commander, Modern, Pioneer, Standard, Arena, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering.
And Mana Traders.
The premier place to rent Magic cards online. And now you can, when you sign up to Mana Traders, you can get even more value for your subscription. So, and you can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can get 15% off your first 3 months if you use my coupon code Nikachu. But not only that, we also got new patrons supporting on Patreon. Thank you very much, everyone. By the way, patrons watching on YouTube or the Twitch subscribers watching live, thank you very much for supporting the channel. So I would love to thank Jason RK. Thank you very much for supporting the channel on Patreon. Now let's get back to this deck. So for the better half of the year, I had a lot of success with Simic Merfolk. Did incredibly well, and then I just haven't gone back to it ever since the Glasspool Mimic got printed. I did very well with Mono Blue, but maybe I would have done equally as well with Simic. I don't know. I will say that we do take more damage off of the Simic mana base, not only off of Waterlogged Grove, but also Dismember. But we also win the game before our opponent can get off the ground, so there's that as well. So I'm gonna go back to Simic. Slight adjustments, of course. Harbinger's in the main because this is a very creature heavy format right now, a lot of Death Shadows, so Harbinger is the tempo card to help catch us back up, and I put the Force Negations in the sideboard. We're going to run with 3 Spreading Seas in the main. I mean, Spreading Seas is still a fine card, but it's not as necessary given that, well, especially since the Tron decks are receding from the metagame. Less Eldrazi Tron, less normal Tron. And we're going to test out Thieving Skydiver. And I think there are enough cards. Here, let's put one in the main just so you can see this card properly. So Thieving Skydiver, the new card from Zendikar Rising, blue and a generic. Kicker X, but X cannot be 0. Flying, whenever Thieving Skydiver enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, gain control of target artifact with converted mana cost X or less. If that artifact is an equipment, attach it to Thieving Skydiver. So if we can steal equipment and then give it to Thieving Skydiver, oh, what a coincidence. There are a bunch of Stoneblade decks and Death and Taxes decks in the metagame. They're playing with things like Maul of the Skyclaves. And I don't really expect to steal a Batterskull because that will be like 7 mana. Do I think I'm going to have 7 mana against a Death and Taxes deck playing with Ghost Quarters? That is not happening. So what's probably going to happen, however, is I can probably steal things like Sword of Fire and Ice. I can probably steal Maul of the Skyclaves. And I think stealing Maul of the Skyclaves is a big game changer because now I'm going to have the flyer in the air that you're going to have a hard time dealing with. I mean, they'll probably answer it in some way, either with Flicker Wisp or Skyclave Apparition. But at the very least, I also can target Ether Vial, which I think is going to be a huge tempo blowout. That will take away their mana. Oh, Stream Elements has... I didn't know I had a Patreon thing with Stream Elements. One of my mods had to have done that. Thank you very much, mods. So, okay, so what is... I don't think there are a million... It is also a soft answer to Ensnaring Bridge. Let me explain. You, Thieving Skydiver, steal the Ensnaring Bridge. Now, the Ensnaring Bridge is still on the battlefield, but it's going to count my cards in hand, not the opponent's. So, it is technically an answer to Ensnaring Bridge. Not the greatest. Just make sure you hoard cards in your hand, and you'll be good. I don't know, we can cast Thieving Skydiver with these Waterlogged Groves and then crack the Waterlogged Groves later so that we have enough cards in hand so that we can attack through our opponent. That's going to be the plan with against Ensnaring Bridge. But yeah, so, okay, what is it going to be good against? Humans, Death and Taxes, Stoneblade, and maybe Spirits. Spirits on the rise. There are some Spirit decks out there. They're very excited for their Skyclave Apparitions and Glasspool Mimics. All right, let's put you back in the sideboard.
With
So I
two
don't.
lords on the board, this thing's gonna be a 4.
And it's flying. Yeah, it does. It has natural evasion. This card actually might be like way better than we think. But it doesn't interact with anything and dies to Lava Dart very easily. So main deck a couple Colossus Hammers, Kappa. Not really interested in doing that. But anyway, okay. With that, let's get into our Modern League. We won the die roll. We're up against Luris. I can keep this. Looks actually pretty good. Pretty aggressive. We can go turn 2 Silvergill, turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Silvergill Adapt, and then start beating down with Mutavault and Silvergill with Merfolk Mistbinder. Hopefully they don't grind us out. They could be on Death Shadow. Does feel like there's a lot of Stoneforge Mystic decks. Would be surprised if you go the whole league without playing at least one. Well, this is not going to be a Stoneforge Mystic deck. So we're going to start off with the Mutavault, because if we're up against Death Shadow, and they go Thoughtseize on us, then we can at least attack with this Mutavault. They'll probably take the Silvergill Adept, and then we can at least attack with Mutavault the very next turn. Look what's happening, people. I foresee the future. I can see everything. Oh, okay. Wasn't what I thought it was going to be. That was pretty well timed. All right, fuck your Blood Crypt.
Yeah, goodbye. Another one. Oh, also good. Card draw engine.
I hope we get to steal a Memnite or Ornithopter for brother flavor win. There's Amisha's Bauble.
Unfortunately, Affinity just ain't a thing anymore. You really have no land drop? You kept the one lander?
Hopefully. They might be grinding for information, though. If they kept a one lander, they're really screwed. These prowess decks, they have a very low land count. They depend sometimes on those Mishra's Baubles. Yep, they are in what we call trouble. They might find the land off the Bauble, though. But anyway, so we gotta... Let's dump our hand as quickly as possible. That's very convenient. Probably playing Maul of the Skyclaves, though. Okay, I'm going to put this in play now, just in case they play, what's it called? Lava Dart. I don't want them to pay, I don't know, like, play a land, and then if I activate Aether Vial, they Lava Dart this for 1. Ooh. You better not fucking add this for blue mana. I hate that. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, you kept one lander. You got nothing.
Okay, do you have Minogenic Growth in hand?
Less than nothing.
Nope. You are dead. You are just so dead. I'm just gonna put like Mistbinder in play and attack for 1 billion. I am gonna give him a chance. This man has a family. A family.
Boom.
They are super dead. Thanks to spreading seas.
As you say, Anders Povert 5 times in front of the mirror. You're next week.
Anders Povert. Okay, what do we want here? Not this. Ether Gust is fine. Oh, Chalice of the Void is amazing. And with that, we will take out some land. Let's say... I'm going to take out the 1-drops. 1 Ether Vial. Maybe a Trickster. I'm not in love with Trickster in these matchups. No, I can't. They have Scourge of the Skyclaves. I don't know, 1 more land, I guess. Take out a green source since I took out all the Cometa speakers. Alright, just go with that.
Go with it.
We're gonna go with it! Okay, but here's the real test. Winning on the draw. That's difficult. Anyone can win on the play with that. Anyone can win when your opponent has no mana. How well do they do when they have mana? That's a completely different story. Anders Poverick has been in my leagues for quite a bit. This hand sucks, sort of. But this is a Thoughtseize deck. I don't really want to throw any of this stuff away. So I'll keep it. Like, I have nothing to do on turn 1. Hopefully they don't either. Thoughtseize me. Do it. Thoughtseize.
Do it now.
Don't do anything. Okay, you don't have... What? They pony play. You're supposed to play the Swift... Like, when they played Mishra's Bauble, I'm like, okay, great, they don't have Swift Spear. And then they played Swift Spear. What the hell? What's up with that? If they could play Swift Spear first, then Mishra's Bauble, they get the Prowess trigger. You forgot? Or maybe you just don't like Prowess triggers. I don't know. Dwarven Pony. Yes, the Dwarven Pony. Reserve list card. Get your Dwarven Ponies before I buy them all. I'm looking for Dwarven Ponies. They're all sold out. Someone's ahead of the game before me. Oh, fuck. This is very difficult. I need to, like, top deck Chalice of the Void and then deal with everything else later. No!
Well, he probably doesn't know what's actually good. So.
Probably not. Well, I don't know. They might take Spreading Seas, which is not that great right now because I'm on the draw and I have no board. Okay, they took it. Could just be. I was gonna say they were gonna take it because it terrified them last time. It like traumatized them, you know. Okay. There is. Ooh, I drew a Botanical Sanctum. What do I do here? I guess I just try to get stuff on the battlefield first. While my opponent still has a lot of cards in hand. Oh no, did we lose the die roll? We didn't lose the die roll. We won the die roll. We won game 1. This is game 2. Definitely feels like we're on the draw. Could have been looking to scry with Bauble and the fetch for the second land. Well, maybe they did that, but like they should still play. Oh, they needed a second. Well, they didn't do that though. They still fetched that turn.
Trickster one.
Oh, I screwed up. Yeah, I meant to Trickster one. Okay, well, in that case, let's take 4 to the face. I don't really, or take 2 to the face. I don't really feel like doing that.
You can custom one of them away.
I might end up doing that given the circumstances. I guess it's gonna end up being the same thing. Yeah, I'll gust one of them away. Gust. It's just not as good against Swift Spear. You want to do something? You want to do nothing? Your choice. Prowess player. You like to blow up one of your lands? More value. Oh, giving me the choice now.
Bye.
Yes. Where do you want to put it? Put it on the bottom of their library. That's like removal. Oh god, you're going to play Death Shadow now? Play Scourge. Actually, do you know what? It's probably better that I save this. It's probably not smart to keep it. It's not bad. But they always have Lurrus, so even hitting the Scourge is not that great. So do I play Trickster anyway? Or maybe they're just... I don't know what they have in their hand. I mean, they could just have lands in hand. Well, Spreading Seas just seems pretty irrelevant right now. But if I go Trickster and follow it up with Silver Gillidim to Mistbinder, that's pretty. That's a good turn. Okay, we'll do that because they don't need the mana. And also, if I play Spreading Seas, they might even just sack the mountain, so I can't even draw a card. They put the Swift Spear on the bottom.
Just he's got another one on top.
On the bottom. You put the Swift Spear on the bottom. Sunbaked Canyon. Don't play Scourge. Don't be so smart. They must have played against. Like if I'm sort of playing as if my opponent might not know about this interaction. But then I'll be really sad if they now play Scourge here. Because they're like, ha ha ha, I had it all along. I do know what I'm doing. Believe it or not. You get Luris? No, tap more mana. Okay, they tap more mana. I'm fine with this. Okay, so I guess we have to start attacking. We have to be attacking for damage, the best kind of damage. This drawing this actually was pretty good.
Poof.
We have lethal next turn. If they tap out. If they tap out big!
Well, you got 3 1-mana spells.
I'm really hoping actually they don't have any mana in hand, but they're sort of playing as if they do. I mean, they might have a handful of removal and we just didn't put anything in play for them to remove. Or maybe they have Teamer Battle Rage? They could have Teamer... Like, they have cards stuck in hand that are doing nothing. Yes, attacking for damage is the best kind of damage. I mean, they might bolt me Teamer Battle Rage and that's it. I'm not going to block. Bolt, Lava Dart, Teamer Battle Rage will kill me. But they have Luris in hand, so they have to have 2 random cards in hand. Face is the place. If they tap out for everything except the Sunbaked Canyon, they have Kolaghan's Command. Gonna eat the Lord, make me discard a card, that's fine. This card wasn't doing anything anyway. Oh, then they're gonna eat my Silvergill Adept. That's rude. That's rude. So rude.
Just a little more board.
You want to eat this? Get more damage. You're going to get more damage. They're in a tough spot. Okay, they have alert. They have 1 random card in hand. They have 1 more random card in hand. So, okay, I'm going to put them to a decision for... Well, I mean, if I cast the Lord, they have to play this Lava Dart now. Okay, unless they have a Bolt. Do you have Bolt? I'm going to attack for 9 and kill you. I'm going to assume my opponent punted. Because, like, my opponent is playing in a way as if they've punted the entire... Yeah, they may not even know the Lava Dart is here. Just a 1 mana, deal 1 damage to something. That's good enough. Yeah, we win. That's just how it was. Sometimes you gotta prey on your opponent's weaknesses. If they don't know how to play their deck, you realize they're playing like that, then that's just how it is. Otherwise, I was gonna play this. I was gonna let them Lava Dart... They kill this thing. I was going to Spreading Seas the Sunbaked Canyon, because this is something... Oh, no, it doesn't matter, actually. Well, I probably still... sorry. They're going to Lava Dart the Silvergill Adept. I would have attacked with both Mutavault and Trickster into them for 6. They go down to 3. Then they play Luris on their turn, and then I'll have the mana to Spreading Seas something, because the Lava Dart is gone. Because the problem with Spreading Seasing at any moment is that they can just sacrifice the mountain. Although you could attack the Sunbaked Canyon because this is not actually a mountain, and they don't have enough mana to sacrifice it. But anyway, that's that. And maybe they should have cracked their bauble. Why is it sitting here? You could crack it and draw a card on my turn. Maybe you would draw a Lightning Bolt, or even another Lava Dart, so you can snipe my Lord and then sack a mountain. All those lines. That's okay. So for everyone watching on Twitch, we're going to keep streaming, but for everyone on YouTube, that's the game for today. So we're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel with this wonderful Merfolk content, and we're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This is Nikachu with his brother playing Simic Merfolk in Modern.